Hello, and it's Sarah Stovetop coming to you live from my kitchen. And I've got my friend Hobbs here, and he is ready for his biscuit. So let's do that first. Say hi to the people, Hobbs. Such a good boy. There you go. A big one. All right. So while he's enjoying that, I will say hi and welcome you. It is episode 142 of Tool Time Tuesday, and today we are going to make some egg cups. I know you probably have heard of these. They're the sous vide that comes with that you can get at your local big chain. What are they called? Coffee shops. I won't name them because I don't really want it. That's not fair. But anyways, you can make them in the quick cooker, which is an electric pressure cooker. So I'm going to show you how. So how fun is that? Okay, so first thing, you need 6 eggs, and you need 6 tablespoons of cottage cheese. And I've got my handy little measure-all cup, which helps me measure kind of sticky stuff like that. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to put that in our batter bowl here. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. So we've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt going in. We've got to get these kind of broken up a little bit before we start, and we'll start whisking those with a little mini whipper. I kind of thought that would be fun to use. And then here's the 6 tablespoons of our, there we go, 6 tablespoons of cottage cheese. So that's all ready. And then what we're going to do is, I've got those all mixed up, we're going to pour them into 6 prep bowls. And the prep bowls are 1 cup prep bowls, but we're only going to fill them about 1/4 cup. So there's like a little line there. And actually, I should get something else to scoop that out with. So hold on. Let's try the big scoop. See how that works. 3 tablespoons. So, well, that may or may not work. I think we need a little bit more. Okay, so about 2 scoops is working for that. So I'd love to know who's out there. Please feel free to tell me in the chat what you're doing tonight and what you had for dinner, what you're planning to make for breakfast tomorrow, because this is our breakfast for tomorrow. So 6 eggs in 6 of these 1 cup prep bowls. And then we are going to, whoops, it got a little messy there. I'm going to put some mix-ins in there. So I've got some spinach, and I've got some really nice green onions that came from our friend's farm. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to chop those up to go in there as well. Oops, let's get these. I think I might have a little bit more that I can put in each one of these bowls. These little prep bowls. So I'd love to know who's out there. I can't look at the chat at the moment, but I will in just a few minutes. And then I'll see who's there. So I know if you're tuning in on Facebook, if you didn't yet give Facebook permission to show your name, then we won't be able to see it. So feel free to give Facebook permission. I think it says so in the I don't know, the notification that I sent out. Let's get these green onions ready. I'm going to turn this down. I'm using my 8-inch chef's knife, which I love. And chop off the ends, and that'll go in my compost. And then just really finely chop them. And then I'm going to mix them with my spinach, which I'm going to chop using my kitchen shear, my professional shears. I love to do herbs that way as well, but I think cutting the green onions with a knife is really the way to go because you want to have them kind of even. That's probably about enough. And then here's my spinach, And these are my professional shears. I love these because they are made with our, with, oh goodness, I can't get the words out right now. Anyways, our forged German steel. And I'm just going to chop them up like this, just so it gets a little bit smaller. So I don't want it to be too big pieces. So that's good for now. I'm going to add these onions in. I think the onions are going to just give us some nice flavor. There's already some salt in the eggs. Mix those up a little bit. There we go. Too bad Hobbs isn't here. You could eat whatever I dropped on the floor. I'm very good at dropping things on the floor. So we want to add about 2 tablespoons of our mixture, our herb mixture, or not really herb mixture, but our spinach mixture. Let's see if I can get this a little bit better view for you. There we go. Our spinach mix. So that was 1 tablespoon, 2, 1, 2. So that was a little bit more. I want to make sure I have enough now that I'm looking at it. Okay. All right. That should be good. That's good. A little bit more here. I think that's about right. So some will have a little bit more, some will have a little less. And then you just want to mix them in a little bit so that they get covered with the egg. This is a very quick recipe. I mean, literally, it takes like 5 minutes to put it all together, as you can see. Just a little bit of time to gather your ingredients more than anything else. There we go. Those are all ready. So now the magic happens. Got these great lids, and they're stretchy lids, and they're made of silicone. They have a hole in them so that, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, so that it can let the steam out. And you just want to cover these up, and then I'm going to show you where they go. So that's 1 and 2. They're pretty easy to put on. And so this is, okay, so the average person probably eats like 1 of these, or 1 to 2 of these for breakfast. I mean, because it's really basically 1 egg. And with the spinach and the green onions, I think that'll really taste good. You could add anything you want. You could add your own like leftover veggies that are cooked already. You could add like I would love green peppers or red peppers. Red peppers are really my favorite. And I like the spinach. So I have some leftover asparagus, which I could have put in here. So now we're going to take these over. Now we're going to go over to the quick cooker. But let me double check to see if there's anybody in the chat. Any comments? Oh my goodness, there are. Hello. Oh yes, Mitch says thank you, Farm Dog. Hello, Kim. Thank you so much for joining us. You're right, the grilled asparagus. I should have put those in there. I guess I could. If you put the ends in water, you can regrow the green onions. Oh, what a great idea, Kim. Maybe I'll do that. Although, well, we'll see. I'll have to remember to do that after my after I cook these. Okay, but you know what? I maybe could find some of those. I'll do another batch with the asparagus tomorrow, maybe. Okay, so we're over here. What I want to show you is the quick cooker, and we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna get things ready in here. So let's turn this down. Let's see if we can't get this looking right. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna plug it in and open it up. Oh, wrong way. Hold on. Make it a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so now you can see it. Open this up. Make sure that the silicone ring is set in there properly. And then we are going to add a half a cup of water, because you know this, the quick cooker does not work unless you have water in it. And we've got these wonderful racks for them. These fit in here, go up like that, and then I'm going to put 3 of these egg cups, and there's a little spot for them. I don't know if you can see, but each one has a little spot for them. So put those in there, and then it fits 3, and then we'll add a second layer. I believe we have to do this first, though. Add a second layer. And the nice thing about these cups, these bowls, so you've got the stretchy silicone lids, but you also, once they cool, then you can just put the regular lid on them. So isn't that perfect? All right. Here we go. So that's that. All ready to go. I love these steamer racks. They're called quick cooker stackable steaming racks. It's a lot to say, but they're ready to go. We'll put the lid on. Make sure I can get it going here. Hold on. Oh no, what's going on here? There we go. Okay, I'm going to turn this so that I can move it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you might not be able to see this, but we're going to turn to the steam button right here, and it's up at 15 minutes. Well, we don't need 15 minutes, so we press time, and we're going to reduce it down to 4 minutes. So it only takes 4 minutes to cook these eggs. And we'll press start. We want to make sure that our buttons are lined up. There's icons. So there's a steam icon here. This is the pressure release button. It pushes it up like that, and the steam goes that way. And the way to make sure is that you line up the 2 icons together so they're facing each other. So we're all set with that. And now we'll just press start. It's going to come up to steam, come up to pressure, and this red button will pop up. And then when it's done, we'll let it release for release pressure naturally for about 10 minutes. And actually the timer will count back up. So what's nice about this is that, you know, you don't have to babysit it. You can come back. You'll see that the pressure has been released, and then you let it cool. You take it out, let it cool, and then we'll put these on. Now, if it was morning, I'd just eat a few and then put the lids on with the rest of them. But these will all go into the refrigerator, and that'll be fun. So let's see what other chat items we have. Honestly, if you store them in a glass of water in the fridge, they'll grow up there until you use them too. Because that is what I would like to do with my green onions after I buy them. Okay, that's great advice, Kim. You know what? I'll put them in a small container, a little prep bowl, and as they start growing and they get bigger, I'll put them in my herb keeper. That's a perfect use for them. Thank you so much for the idea. I love when people share ideas, and I'd love to hear from you over on Sarah Stovetop on Facebook. That's my business page. Or if you're interested in joining our VIP club and having some fun over there, we do games and recipes and challenges. And right now, we are in the midst of an event to celebrate my 13th year as a pampered chef. And so I think it's 13, 1988. Yeah, I think it's, yeah. So anyways, we are going to celebrate my my anniversary over in my VIP club, and we have an event going on, and I will be revealing, it's a customer appreciation event, and I will be revealing our new products over there because they're special people. So if you'd like to be one of those special people, go to Sarah Stovetop's VIP club and ask to join, and then you can join that event and you can see the new products before anybody else does. So that's going to be happening There's things going on in the event this week, but then the reveal and all the prize drawings will be on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, I believe. So check your calendar, mark it off, make sure you're there, make sure you're a member of my VIP club. And I thank you so much for joining. I will put the VIP club in the notes underneath here. So thanks so much for joining me. I want to make sure if there's any more chat items. Okay. Nope, I think we're good. And I would like to thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you next week on Tool Time Tuesday at 9:15 on next Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna actually have to go over to the other computer to sign us off, but have a great evening. Bye.